Name we talk about every day with a seemingly new all-time high or a new upgrade. What are your thoughts on its performance this week and the significance of that $4 trillion market cap?
Well, I think if you look at the correlation just between tech in general that's been leading this market rally, hitting all-time highs this week, the correlation's there, right? NVIDIA goes up, QQQs, NASDAQ goes up, S&P 500 just coming off of those all-time highs that we saw yesterday. So it has a big impact on those major indices, and just because it's a major component within them. You see there NVIDIA reaching those all-time highs, kind of stretching its legs above the QQQs at this point, but it's getting into overbought territory. The stock's up about 23% so far this year. The RSI, Relative Strength Index, on that, anything above 70 is considered overbought. It's hitting at the 75 level at this point. And one item of note on the stock this week is, as it's gone to new all-time highs, volumes on the stock have actually started to pull back a little bit. Maybe that's summer trading also as the stock reaches those highs. But that was a curious note to kind of take away from the depth, I think, of the rally. It's starting to stall out here a little bit. We're about a couple bucks off its session highs today. But you can see there the RSI on the bottom of that chart there. And the 75 level considered overbought. That doesn't mean it's going to pull back, Marley, by any stretch of the imagination. It's just getting a little bit frothy here. A lot of people are calling for it to hit 200, 250 over the next 12 months, become a $5 trillion market cap company. So that may happen. In the option market, though, that's a little bit different than what the stock volume's telling you, because option volume on both the call and put side this week, and especially today, is about double normal daily average volume that we've seen over the last 5 trading sessions. So we've got a lot of call volume, a lot of put volume, over 4 million contracts traded in combination today. That's only lagging the S&P 500. It's actually above the volume of the QQQs today.
One of the most popular stocks available right now is NVIDIA. The value of NVIDIA's stock has increased by around 1,500% in the last 5 years, with a further 20% increase in the last 12 months. Do you think the run is over? Rethink your thought. One important issue keeps NVIDIA's stock far lower than most investors believe. The revolution in artificial intelligence, AI, is already underway. However, we have only just begun. The worldwide artificial intelligence market was valued at approximately $190 billion in 2023, according to a United Nations projection. The group predicts that the AI market would reach a valuation of around $5 trillion by 2033. That represents a compound yearly growth rate over 30%. So far, NVIDIA's growth rates have outpaced those of the AI market. NVIDIA's sales more than doubled last year. Analysts predict that sales will increase by over 50% this year as well. Why is NVIDIA's growth outpacing that of the market as a whole? Because its superior hardware and software offerings allowed it to quickly increase its market share. NVIDIA is thought to now control over 90% of the AI GPU market. At one point, it sold out of its new Blackwell chips for over a year. Almost all cloud computing infrastructure companies worldwide are vying for additional NVIDIA goods. In contrast, NVIDIA's CUDA development platform locks users within its ecosystem of software and hardware. In conclusion, NVIDIA has the finest AI GPUs available on the market in terms of performance, thanks to early investment. On the other hand, its software integration guarantees that developers are permanently committed to their products. Because of all of this, NVIDIA has been able to report a gross margin that is more than twice as high as that of rivals like Intel. Even if there will be competition, NVIDIA has a significant financial and reputational edge that should last for years, enabling it to charge higher prices for its goods than its rivals. For a $4 trillion company, NVIDIA's stock appears extremely expensive at 27 times sales. Shares are trading at 53 times trailing earnings on an earnings basis. Once more, this appears pricey at first sight. However, there is a good chance that sales will increase by above 30% annually for 10 years or longer. Even though margins may somewhat contract as a result of increased competition, earnings should closely follow this growth given NVIDIA's competitive advantages. Shares of NVIDIA are trading at barely 38 times 2026 earnings on a forward earnings basis, or based on what experts anticipate the company will make the next year. That assessment is already far more acceptable. When 2 more years of 30% profit growth are added, shares abruptly trade at only 22 times 2028 sales. Additionally, keep in mind that NVIDIA may maintain this growth trajectory into 2033 and beyond. Thus, it is true that NVIDIA stock is pricey up front. However, shares are fairly inexpensive for long-term investors who are prepared to spread that upfront premium over a lengthy holding period, only if you have the patience to wait years or even decades at a time. NVIDIA temporarily became the first business in history to exceed a $4 trillion market valuation on July 9th. NVIDIA ended the day on July 10th with a market valuation of over $4 trillion. This is a significant turning point for the market and for NVIDIA, as no other firm has done it previously. Given how closely NVIDIA is linked to this trend, it also highlights how optimistic the market is about AI rollout. Is the $4 trillion stock ceiling then? Or is it possible to run farther? Let's examine whether NVIDIA is on track to reach the next milestone, which is $5 trillion. So what implications does this have for NVIDIA's stock? Let's explore that. But first, a big thank you to those of you who've stuck with us this far. Creating these videos takes significant effort and dedication, so if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts on NVIDIA stock in the comments. Your support truly helps us grow. Now, let's get back to the video. Considering that just 2 years ago, NVIDIA crossed the $1 trillion threshold for the first time in its history, its ascent to a $4 trillion market capitalization has been nothing short of spectacular. Additionally, it is the first non-Apple company to surpass multiple trillion-dollar valuation milestones. The first company to hit the $1 trillion, $2 trillion, and $3 trillion milestones was Apple. It's a historic moment as NVIDIA becomes the first company to cross $4 trillion. But since the increase from $4 trillion to $5 trillion is only 25%, rather than the 33% required to increase from $3 trillion to $4 trillion, these barriers will continue to be crossed more quickly. So, given the company's quick growth, NVIDIA's quest to reach the $5 trillion milestone might not take long. Graphics processing units, GPUs, from NVIDIA are in more demand than ever before. Because of their performance, versatility, and top-notch operating software, GPUs have emerged as the preferred computing unit for many AI hyperscalers. There are two main forces behind future growth. First, this year's record data center capital expenditures have been announced by the AI hyperscalers. NVIDIA used this to back up a third-party estimate at its 2025 GTC event that predicted worldwide data center capital expenditures will increase from $400 billion in 2024 to $1 trillion by 2028. Since the construction of data centers usually takes more than a year, the total amount revealed next year will probably exceed the record capital expenditures. If that prediction proves accurate, NVIDIA is expected to have phenomenal growth over the coming years. Second, the GPU installed base is aging quickly. Overuse causes these GPUs to rapidly burn out and run continuously. Although a precise lifespan is difficult to predict, most estimations fall between 1 and 3 years, with some predictions going as high as 5 years. This indicates that the GPUs that were put in during the first rush are becoming outdated and should be updated. Over the next years, NVIDIA will continue to produce replacement revenue if we still require the processing power that these GPUs deliver, which will further accelerate its growth in tandem with new demand. I'm not selling my shares because NVIDIA still has a strong growth case. But the stock is becoming a little expensive. NVIDIA's stock is far from cheap at 38 times forecast earnings, but it also offers enormous growth potential. Revenue growth of about 26% is anticipated by Wall Street analysts for FY 2027, which includes the majority of 2026. Although that is a substantial sum, does it support a projected earnings multiple of around 40 times? For its growth, I believe that is a borderline valuation. However, the price you pay for NVIDIA's stock now might seem low years from now if the data center build-out prediction proves to be accurate. This could be a costly price to pay for NVIDIA if the actual build-out price tag is somewhat lower. Although it has a high price tag and investors need to be aware of the risk involved, NVIDIA is still a great company to hold. Despite NVIDIA's recent $4 trillion milestone, I am secure in buying its shares today because I think the risk-reward profile is still favorable. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.
A lot of people play in this, and maybe you should be in NVIDIA. Maybe there's people out there hedging their long stock positions. Maybe people are using the option market to kind of leverage what they're doing or what position directionally that they want to take in this stock. And I think that's good and healthy. Put call ratio about 0.7. That's
Okay.
that's normalized, right? And typically, when you got a stock hitting all-time highs, you would expect that to be really low, where puts are not trading at that 0.7 ratio that you typically see for a normal stock. A lot of times, when you see stocks that are ramping up, that put-call ratio can go down to 0.2, 0.1 even, where people loading into calls. But maybe people are actually using this rally that we've seen in the stock to maybe put on hedges or start using the option market to make plays in this because it is pretty lofty. They got earnings on the 27th of August. This is one of the laggards. So we've still got over a month and a half until that takes place. But if you look at the IV percentile rank, it's only 4%. So what does that mean? Well, it's basically in the bottom 4% of implied volatility levels that we've seen over the last 52 weeks. So that tells you another thing, that protection's cheap right now in the option market. So if you are hedging or taking directionally biased trades, it's cheaper to get into those when you're buying them because implied volatility levels are so low as the stock hits all-time highs. There's some big open interest plays coming next week, though. We got the kickoff to earnings season, and there's big open interest in a couple different strikes here. In the July 18th, the 165 calls and the 170 calls, over 100,000 contracts of open interest. And that's probably going to increase today because there's massive volume in these names today. You'll find that out on Monday. But it's almost like everybody's positioning for basically at the money to slightly out of the money options to the upside to capture any more further gains in here. But yeah, you can't deny what's going on in NVIDIA, and it's almost like it's acting like a little bit of a put under the market if it continues to move higher. Now, it's not immune to market moves. We all know that. If there's some outlier that comes out, NVIDIA can fall. Remember, this stock was $86 at those lows in April. So it's rallied quite significantly, but overbought at a technical level and drying up a little bit on those stock volumes, but option volume really starting to ramp up.
And I'd love to get your thoughts, too. We've had a lot of discussion about the significance of this $4 trillion market cap. Yeah. Obviously, a huge deal to be the first to get there. But is it a fascination with the big round number, or is it really so significant?
It's significant in the regard that, it's a round number. But at the same time, a lot of times when you hit those, it'll start to pull back. This battle between market cap, between Apple, NVIDIA, and Microsoft and others in this space has caused this battle to get to these big round numbers. I think it's significant because expectations are starting to grow. You've got to grow into those valuations. And if they give any indication that maybe sales aren't as robust or that they're going to start to slow down that growth rate, that's going to be a concern because the PE ratios are getting pretty elevated in there right now.
We've got several more weeks for us to talk about it until we actually get some say from them with their earnings. But Tom,